What more can we say? Where the women
Well, I'm
at?
craft beer drinking, sitting on the Lincoln, in the front yard for the sprinkler sprinkling. Unc on the grill, auntie on chill, cousin keep rapping, hope I give him a deal.
I'm just sitting on the front porch chillin', sitting on the front porch.
Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Hell, can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Alright, I don't know what's going on. I got my crappy camera and crappy microphone going. Can you hear me, Grim Ripper? Alright, now we'll go back to... Alright, hold on, Grim Ripper. Can you hear me now, Grim Ripper? I can see you, but I don't hear you. Let me try something. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Grim Ripper? Grim Ripper. Hey, Grim Ripper, can you hear me? I tried to enable it, Grim Ripper. It's not working. I can see you, Grim Ripper. Can you hear me, Grim Ripper? Can you hear me now? You can't hear me? I can't hear you now. Alright, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you now. Thank God.
Perfect. Perfect. I just can't see you, but that's fine.
Yeah. Alright, sorry everybody. This is the worst start I've had. I was late. And then Zoom wouldn't work. But I'll get Grim Ripper on here now, and we'll be able to see him. I don't know if we're going to be having, if we're going to be playing videos now. We'll see. Since we're like so far behind.
Can y'all hear me? Can they hear me right?
Can you guys hear Grim Ripper?
There I am. Just click my picture. Just click my picture, my video. Yeah, there you go. That's good enough.
I can't see where we're at though on my I don't have freaking two screens, so it sucks.
I can kind of see it. It's good. It's good enough.
All right, so we're good finally. 20 minutes late. Or 25 minutes late. Dude, I don't know what's up. Why my other mic wasn't working. I'll try to play some videos later, but we'll worry about that later.
That's fine.
Yes, if we don't play your videos, sorry. I don't know.
You might need to turn my volume up on Discord.
All
So that
right.
I'm a little quiet.
Let me see something real quick. All right.
Hell yeah.
They can hear you?
This is what the Nappy stream's all about.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties, right?
Not usually. Not this
You'll figure
bad.
it out. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. Don't worry. It's a pain in the ass.
All right, is that any better for him? I got you turned up 100%. And it's still not showing up in OBS like my other. It's not working. He says it's better.
I'll listen to it on YouTube real quick.
All right. Yeah, thanks, FPV Noob. You're good?
Cool.
They said you're good. What? Well, you got a what's that? A Corky, ain't it?
Corky, yeah. There she is.
She's cute. What's her name?
Bernie.
Bernie.
Bernie, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, she's like very, very dependent on me, unfortunately, but it's all right. Cool. Yeah. What's the stream about?
Well, for one, I was going to talk about maybe doing like scavenger hunts. You know what I mean? Like go do a fly through a McDonald's M or something like that, or do a Matty flip over a semi trailer or a power loop over a semi trailer, or I don't know, do tricks. But I don't know, now we're freaking far behind. But we're good now, finally. Yeah, Steve-O, we're both in Ohio. I want to look through the chat. What's up, Super Deluxe, Wind Jumpy, Spider Sugar, FPV Noob, Flexo, One Vision, APV Drone, Sergio, I already said Wind Jumpy, Merriman, 608. If I missed anybody, sorry, what's up? I don't know why I'm having so many problems today.
I asked earlier when I was gonna get good, and I told him I'm good. I'm already getting good. So.
Who asked if you were getting good?
Slop Tit. He said, "You ever plan on getting good? So if so, when's the process, and how do you plan to accomplish it?" Well, Slop Tit, I fly every single day, just about, except for today, because right now I'm working on a new drone. So that's that.
So, like, how'd you get into FPV? I know you said you started, like last June or last October or something like that?
Yes, like in July-ish, I somehow just got into I wanted to build a drone, and I didn't really know what FPV, I knew what FPV, like the goggles, but I didn't know there was like a whole world with it, like there is, and so I looked up. Initially, I was looking in how to build a drone with like an Arduino, and then do it that way. And then I realized that was just going to be a pain in the ass, and so I built an FPV drone and tried flying it line of sight a bunch, broke some parts, spent a lot of money, like the newbie tax, which I heard Spider Sugar use that term one time, and I was like, damn, that's like I paid that tax hard. So. Bought shitty box goggles instead of like actually buying good goggles, so stuff like that.
Yeah, did you buy? Sorry.
Then I just started going.
Did you start out buying shitty cheap parts and then breaking? That's what I did a lot.
No,
I buy cheaper stuff, and
it's not that I bought shitty cheap parts. It's that I bought. I ruined stuff by. Like, I had known how to solder, like, I didn't do a lot of soldering, and I wasn't good at it, but, I basically ruined parts myself by, like, shorting stuff out, or, one time I was trying to fly, like, I don't know if it's the first time you ever fly, like, a quad, that's not like a DJI quad, you don't understand the throttle. And so I just, like, would send it fucking, way too far, and I crashed one once and broke the arm. before I even did FPV at all, I broke the arm on a drone in the grass because it was like so difficult to manage. It's not so hard now once you get figured out.
I broke an arm one time and just like out in the freaking middle of the field because I had a cheap frame. It was like I got it used cheap frame and it paid the price. So how'd you meet MFR? Just from being in local groups and stuff?
Yeah, a Facebook group. I didn't know. Well, the only reason I knew about the Facebook, like finding FPV people that do FPV and like other and stuff is like really difficult. It's not an easy thing because I don't think that like the Facebook groups I didn't really think to look for Facebook groups because I don't really use Facebook. You know, the reason I honestly am on Facebook at all is because of the FPV groups. Because I met some of the racers somehow, like through like just going to where they race, and they told me about and I have no interest in racing, but they told me about all the FPV groups. So I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll get on Facebook. Then I met those guys, a bunch of those guys.
Racing's kind of big where you're from. I mean, like, there's a lot more racing up there than down here.
Yeah, a lot of racers in Columbus. It's just not I just have no interest in it personally. I mean, I respect it. I think it takes a lot of skill, but I just have no interest in going to, you know, a location for 12 hours and then just doing the same thing over and over. It's just not interesting to me.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I don't know. Racing might be kind of fun, but I don't know. I don't like getting mad like over stuff like that, and like it'll be all cool to me. Then like I start doing halfway decent or even not in last place, then I'm like, all right, I can get 10th place or whatever. And then if I finish 15th, I'll feel like get mad about it, kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even care that much about the winning aspect of it. It would be more or less just the amount of time it takes to do it. Because I did a whoop race, which I assume is just like a scaled down, not as competitive version as regular racing. And we were there for like, it was like 8 hours. I left early because I was like, I just can't do this anymore. It's just too time consuming. And I mean, I've already done the track like so many times.
I did some whoop races like in right before COVID. I did some, and it was all right. It was kind of fun hanging out with people, but they weren't that long though, man. It was only like we were only there like three hours or something.
Mm-hmm. And
you might get to fly like, I don't know, 15 races or something, but then like, I don't know, it just I did 4 of them, and then they shut it down, and then I don't know, I never tried again after it kicked back up.
Yeah, I've definitely like, considered in my mind several times like maybe I should just try it instead of like, you know. But then I just keep coming back to thinking about my brain doesn't like to be in one sedentary in one sort of repetitive thing over and over. That's why I like FPV. Is the same reason I like skateboarding, is that you go to different locations, like freestyle specifically. So you go to different locations and you fly. And you know, we usually only stay in a spot for like maybe 2-3 hours, and then we're pretty much done. And that's good. That's good. I mean, that's good enough for me at that point. Unless we're doing like a special thing, like when we went to Tampa, you know, we were out all day. You know, that was fine. But it's just I need variety.
I mean, a few hours when you're out with 3 or 4 other people freestyling too, man, it goes quick usually.
Exactly. It's a whole different thing.
So, I mean, how'd you come up with the bot grinder video? That's like how I've started watching your channel. Then, like, I saw MFR, and I'm like, damn, that dude's in Ohio.
Yeah, well, it's interesting because I remember seeing videos in the Facebook group before I started posting videos. And I remember seeing you, and I started watching your stuff, and then Bot Grinder had posted something with, where you said that something about Bot Grinder. I don't remember exactly all the details, but I do know that the reason I came up with that video is because I knew that he was like, he's not like a huge YouTuber or anything. I mean, but he has like a presence in the community, and I was like, well, I can make content that's probably decent enough that would get a good enough engagement that I could probably make a video about his build, and then maybe a couple people will watch it. Like, I didn't know. I thought it was gonna be. I thought that video would sit at 10 views for months and then I would just have to keep making videos like every week until hopefully maybe one video did well. But no, it's just been like a constant progression, and I really don't have no. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. So, but yeah, I mean, just using someone's name who's like more popular works, but also you gotta back it up with like value. And I didn't think that he would ever like respond to it.
Yeah, it was cool.
I didn't know him. I really didn't know. I just liked his videos, and I was like, I like this dude's videos. I think that like it's different than a lot of the other shit I was seeing on YouTube with FPV. I was like, dude, this FPV shit, like some of this content is like useful, but also just like I'm tired. I already know how to build a drone. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to watch more people build drones. So. But I found his video trying to figure out how to land my drone.
That's always hard part. Come in.
That's the hardest part to learn.
Come in and disarm at 15 feet flying
exactly.
Still. That's probably when you broke a lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, well I would just like come in and just like fucking hit the ground, the grass. Flexo3D asked me when I got into filming and editing. Well, technically I've been like filming and editing videos for like since I was in high school, and I'm like 36 now. So I've had like experiencing editing and stuff like that for a long time. I've done a little bit of it professionally, just like little bits of video stuff professionally, like for work, because I do graphic design and work in advertising and stuff. So, but yeah, so it's just that stuff just comes naturally to me. Where I have like really bad ADD, so I sort of hyper focus on all kinds of different things. So I've learned a bunch of stuff. So like video editing is just one of them.
Yeah, you could tell, man. Like when I watched that video that you made, the Bot Grinder one, I was like, man, this dude did a good job. And I like went to sub to you, and you had like 3 videos or something, but they were all pretty good. And I'm like, dude, this dude's just starting out. But I was like, there's no way he's just starting out editing and stuff.
Oh, you found the Bot Grinder the Bot Grinder video where I pretended that I killed him, right?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, no, my first video is what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Where I built his demibot.
Oh,
and
okay.
That video was my first one, and it didn't get any views for like a week or so, but then it just started picking up. But I think FPV is just like really easy. Like if somebody wants to get views on YouTube and FPV, it's not hard if you can like produce something that is engaging to an audience. You know what I mean? In a sea of just like FPV drone videos, you have to figure out what are people not doing. And that's kind of what I saw, is like everyone's just uploading their flights, which is fine, but at a certain point, everyone uploads their flights. And I think even FPV pilots, like I like watching people's flights, but I can only watch so much of people's flight before I'm like, all right, well, I want to go fly myself. So.
Yeah, when I first started my channel, like I didn't know what I was doing with like editing or anything, and I was just happy to get like a 45-second to a minute flight without me crashing. But like my first videos got all kinds of views because YouTube was pushing it, but they were like absolutely horrible, and that cost me. I know, like that cost me for such a slow start because my videos were horrendous. For like, I mean, they're probably still pretty horrendous, but I mean, my first probably 30 videos or 50 videos were just like didn't even like really like edit anything. I just put like one battery up. It might be a 6-minute pack of me flying around the baseball field, and that would be it. And like, yeah, I think that cost me a lot back in the beginning.
Yeah, Super Deluxe. You can send me a message or whatever. I like right now currently with like work, like I don't have like I freelance design, and so like I don't really have much going on. I'm just trying to like get good at FPV and make better videos as I go. So.
I don't know if I've watched all your videos, but every one I've watched was good. You could tell you knew what you were doing, too.
I try. I don't like that. I obviously don't like everything that I'm not satisfied with a lot of it. I don't like making it. I don't like. I always want it to be better. It's hard to like making shit because you're like your own worst critic. So, I mean, if people enjoy it, that's really all I care about, honestly. Like, if people are, like, enjoying what I'm making, that's good enough, honestly. So,
I mean, I don't know.
My favorite, I like it because, like, there's not a lot of people, there's not a lot of negativity that I really receive. And when I do, it's just really funny stuff. Because, obviously, just people who just don't have anything else better to do with their lives. But like most people in FPV are like pretty chill and like, have like a good positive, outlook on everything. So that's been really helpful. Just like generally just been helpful to have that sort of positivity.
Yeah, for the most part, everybody I've met in FPV has been pretty cool. Like, personally, I've never met anybody that was like a dick or anything, but I'm sure there's some out there. But
they're out there. You'll find them. You'll find them. They pop up every once in a while. There's an asshole in every in everything. So
Super
I
Deluxe.
can sometimes be like a little bit.
Sorry, I cut you off.
No worries.
Super Deluxe said if you like your own videos, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
What were you gonna say before I cut you off?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say like I mean sometimes I'm a bit I can be pessimistic or like contentious or negative at times. But that's usually just because I have like strong opinions about stuff. So, but I try not to like. The thing that I think is funny about making content on YouTube is just when you make content with such a tech, like FPV is very much suited for like people who are tech brained or like not even tech brained but like very engineer focused, I guess, because like it requires a sense of understanding how to like build a drone. You learn a lot about like, depending on how much you want to take into it, you can learn a lot about like radio frequencies, various things like that. And so when you post content on YouTube like I do, where you like kind of play this idiot, like I'm not really like playing an idiot, I'm just kind of showing that shit breaks. But I know what I'm doing. It's not like I don't know what I'm doing. I don't include every little detail of everything, but you'll have people in the comments who want to give you like advice on everything. Like, oh, you should do this, you should do that, or you should have done that, or you should have done this. And it's interesting because it's like, well, I probably did most of the things people recommend. I just don't find a need to like put every bit in the video. But I think that to me is like really, I find that to be really funny, but also like sort of frustrating because it's like it's I know it comes from a place of like being helpful, but I also know that like those guys are just like me, and they just like a lot of us just want to be right about stuff. Dude, so it's interesting.
Well, it's a lot easier to tell somebody too they should have tried something or did something if you're like sitting there watching it, because it's totally different. Like I see
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I'll see somebody flying somewhere, then I'll go fly there like I'll do way better than that, and then I fly and I'm like, oh, now I see why they did this or didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like it's totally easy when you're just sitting on the screen watching it.
Exactly. It's fun. I mean, that's just how it is. I mean, I get it. That's the thing is, you sign like a unwritten contract when you publish stuff to the internet that you're gonna have people who are gonna want to like criticize and say like stuff, and that's fine. I enjoy every aspect of it though. Like, 'cause I have like a tendency to sort of be sort of a troll, I guess, in a sense. So anything I get like that is how helps kind of feed my like creativity and like my motivation to do more.
So what's it usually take you? What, 3, 4, 5 days to make a video, or do you shoot it for 3, 4, 5 days and then take a day to make it, or what?
It's interesting because like I have a really bad schedule with my videos and I need to fix that. But essentially what'll happen is I'll just record as much as I fucking can, right? Just as much as godly possible footage, and then like whatever happens, whatever sort of narrative that I can find in that footage, I edit a video out of it. There's never a plan. Sometimes there's a plan, sort of, but it never really. It's not like it's pre-planned and then I edit it to that plan. I just film as much as possible, and then if I need more footage to like fill in a gap to explain something, I'll literally just pick up my camera, set up some lighting in my living room, and record whatever I need to fill it in. Like, if you're watching any of my videos and you notice that like I'm in my kitchen, living room, or in my house, that's because I forgot something. And I'm just like, I need to fill it in to make it make sense. So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Just, I mean, winging it, but then figuring it out. It probably wouldn't be as good if you like planned everything out and tried to follow a script and stuff.
It would probably be better, honestly. It would probably be better if I had like better planning and I had like better pre-production where I could like, say, all right, this video is gonna be a video where I test the latest when we test DJI like interference with the O3 and the Vista. I did not plan it. We probably did not get enough footage. It was just kind of on the fly. We were just out flying at Cooper Stadium and just like decided to do it. And if we would have planned it out, it probably would have been better. But it's just, and also like that lady who yelled at me on her horse. You can't plan that. I mean, you can't plan stuff like that. So.
I had the same thing happen to me, but my grandpa, he lives out in the country, and like every once in a while when I go out there I'll fly, but not usually. But one day I was out there and I was just messing around, and his neighbor like drove down and was like, hey, started talking to us, but the whole reason he came down there was to tell me not to fly over his property because I'd scare his horses.
Oh, yeah. People on horses don't like drones. Apparently someone said that someone told me that having a person on a horse and a drone nearby is extremely dangerous, but also I wasn't trying, like in my situation I wasn't trying to like scare anybody. I wasn't even like near.
You were out in the middle of an open field is what it looked like pretty much.
Yeah, there's a metro park where I was, and that metro park has apparently horse trails. I didn't know that. I've never seen horses out there. I've been there a couple of times to fly. And when she told me that immediately, I'm like, yeah, of course I'm gonna not bother you with my drone. I don't want to ruin the hobby and all that stuff, right? You don't want to like ruin it for people. I'm not gonna be an asshole. And then she just kept going, and like I don't want to deal with that. So I was like, I just argued with her. I mean, that's just how I am. I'll argue with somebody if they're gonna like they're just gonna keep going and not be like, oh, okay, cool, you're not gonna fly there, I accept that. But no, she called me a liar. She basically called me a liar, and that just irritated me. But whatever, it is what it is.
I did fly one time around. We went to Hawking Hills, which is well, I'm sure you know where that is. But we were out there, and I was like out in the middle of the country, and it was like a real pretty day, like a pretty night out, and I was like, man, I want to get some sunset and stuff. And there was a horse off in the distance, and it was like, I didn't fly like right over top of him, but I flew kind of close, and like he was freaking out. Like I flew around him, came back, and then like we like left because I'm like, dude, this thing's gonna like jump the fence or something. Like he was running around and like jumping.
Yeah, horses are not, I guess, don't like drones. They're okay with cars, I guess, but not drones. I don't know. It's weird because I have no intent to like. First of all, that would hurt somebody. The horse would kick somebody off. I have no intent to like hurt a person. You know what I mean? Like, it's absurd. Some people just want to be mad, I guess. I did not want to be mad that day, though.
It made for a pretty good video.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel like I make these videos though, and like shit breaks a lot, and I feel like people are like, oh, this guy's just breaking his shit for views, and I'm like, no, my shit just breaking, and then I'll exploit that for views for sure. But no, I'm actually losing money every time like something breaks. So
do you like fixing stuff?
The best way. That's why I got into it. I like tinkering with stuff and like building it, but now it's just like it's a chore to fix it. So I'm crashing less though. I'm fixing less stuff. I did finally break the demibot though. So
yeah, I saw that.
I broke an arm on the demibot.
I saw that video.
So
I
think
saw.
I put that on Instagram, but I'm gonna make a full. I didn't put that in the demibot frame, or the arm breaking has not been in a YouTube video yet.
Oh, what'd you break then? You broke something, didn't you?
Apex. No, the Apex did break too. I broke the base plate on Apex.
I thought you just posted something you broke. I thought you posted a video of breaking something. Maybe it wasn't you.
Yeah, that was on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And Facebook.
Was that the Apex?
Instagram goes to Facebook.
Was that the Apex?
What?
Was that the Apex you broke?
No, that was the demibot.
Oh, that's
arm of the demibot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, I was right.
Which is like really the hardest part to break, I think, on the demibot. So like, yeah, I feel like I accomplished something, I guess, with that. But I hit it hard. Like I was going through a parking garage, and I misjudged the opening in this window and just clipped the side of the wall, and that's what's in that video. And the motors I used the motor just collapsed. It's done.
FPV.
I used the Emax motors.
FPV Noob said the motor falling off and saying you might have been missing screws.
Yeah, so I wanted to explain that too. So I didn't explain all the details on that. So when I build a drone, I'll put 2 screws in just so I can get the motors on. So actually you can see that right here. Because I don't want to put all of them in and then like, solder. I want to get it on there so I can test it, and then I'll put the screws in. Just because I'm lazy. So then with the 7-inch, I probably did the 2 screws and then forgot to put the rest in, and then went to fly it, and then they came out. That's definitely probably what happened. And yeah, it's just I just forget shit. That's just how it is. So there's no like skills thing that I could have done that would have fixed that. It's just or knowledge thing. It's just me forgetting.
What were you saying about the Emax motors?
I also do. Oh, the Emax motors are really good motors, but they do not hold up well to crashes. But they're cheap enough that I don't care. It's better than breaking. Cause I'm gonna break motors anyway. That's just kind of what I've determined. Eventually they're gonna break, so I might as well spend less. It's kind of my my methodology now. But the Emax 2207s are actually pretty nice. They fly really well. I just wish they were a little more durable, but they're like $12 or $13, so whatever.
Do you buy them by the case? Buy like 8 of them
No,
that way.
No, but if I could get a bulk pricing on anything like that, I would do it.
I think
I need to get like if I get wholesale, that'd be awesome.
I know Chal FPV, he reached out to Emax. He said in the video one time he was going to buy bulk motors, and they ended up sponsoring him. I'd hit him up.
That's a good idea. Yo, Emax, hit me up right now. I'm gonna just start my videos from now on. I'm just gonna start dropping in like send me shit. I mean, like, I don't know. I feel like I could get something from somebody at this point. I don't know. FPV's pretty small, so like I feel like they give shit away. Like I see guys. The reason another reason I started FPV like YouTube is like I saw guys who had like 1,200 subs roughly, and they were getting like free shit from places to make drones to like review, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that, and then I won't have to buy shit. But I haven't gotten anything free yet, so
I've gotten.
I also don't want to like reach out, you know. I'm like, I haven't reached out to anybody, so it's my fault.
I've gotten like 4 batteries for free, so I guess that's better than nothing.
That's more than what I got.
Yeah, I got 2.
No, that's not true. Super Deluxe sent me some stuff.
I got 2. I got 2 of those. The both Slipos, and then I can't remember the other batteries I got. I can't freaking remember what they were called. I forget. They were all right, but they didn't last that long. The ones I got, I don't know why I can't think of the name of them.
So the sponsors that I would want, I want Emax. I'll take Emax, and I'll take Tattoo for batteries, and then I'm set. That's all. Like that's probably the majority of what I spend money on is like motors. Oh, and props also, like Gen.
Yeah, motors and props. Motors and props are definitely what I go through the most. I mean,
yeah, it's a big expense.
If you don't break at least like 2 props when you're flying, you're probably not doing too much. Like sometimes I'll bend.
Yeah, like
I'll bend them back. I'll bend them back and keep bending them till I shouldn't, and then it flies like crap.
Yeah, all my props end up getting dinged up, and I try to change them because I don't want to put too much stress on my ESCs and stuff. Because like that's another thing that I was breaking a lot of were ESCs, but that was just because I think when you break a motor, the bell pops off. If you don't know that bell's popped off and you're trying to turtle mode, you can fry an ESC, like blow a MOSFET or whatever, and that's, I think, what I did a few times.
Yeah, I've smoked an ESC like trying to get off a roof, and I got off of it. When I did it, like I ripped a bunch of wires out and then like fried an ESC. One time I fried a whole stack. It was a brand new iFlight stack. One of the bolts came out of like the arm, or I don't know, the stack bolt or something, and like went and lodged right in between the stack and smoked it.
One of my friends had a drone catch on fire yesterday, and then like his whole stack is fried. I had an ESC catch on fire, but the flight controller was still good. Everything was good except for the ESC caught on fire. So I got really lucky.
I haven't had a fire when I smoked that stack. Like there was some smoke, but it wasn't crazy. Like I've seen flames on other people's stuff. I heard the pop. Like I was walking over to pick it up, and it popped and then like smoke rolled out of it.
The one thing that I think irritates me the most is that I've been purchasing ESCs that were like 55, 60 amps because all the motors I had said, oh, these motors are 50 amps or whatever. So it's like, oh, well, I need to go above that. That's what you're told. But then I find out that like that's not necessarily true all the time. Like I've been running the Hobbywing 40 amp ESC with motors that are supposedly rated 50 amps and had no issue at all.
Hobbywing's good. I use their 65 amp usually. I do have one with the or not 65 to 60, but I do have one of the smaller ones.
40 amp. I'm doing 20 by 20 stacks now, and it's been great.
That's what I have. I have the
Hobbywings are. I think they're solid.
Yeah, I have a 20. I have a 20 by 20 Hobbywing that I think I'm going to build something with. Build like because I got parts that just sitting here. Instead of letting them go to waste, I need to build something else. That way, I have 2 5-inches going, but I don't know. I've never had 3, and it'd be cool to have 3 really. But then I would just let 2 break and then fly 1, and then when it broke, I'd fix them.
If you get 3 though, they're all gonna break. That's what I heard. There's like the curse of the 3s.
I just have that. I have that.
3 freestyle. If you have 3 freestyle drones, they'll all break.
I had that stack on a 3-inch, and I just bought it, and then I broke the frame, and it's just sitting there, and I don't feel like fixing a 3-inch. I actually have a 3-inch frame I've got to fix it, but I don't feel like even having a 3-inch. That's why I was thinking about building another 5-inch because I have a frame. I have everything to build another 5-inch except for that stack.
Yeah, I had done some 3-inch stuff. I tried building 3. I just don't really have too much interest in micros anymore. I just like flying the 5-inch. I feel like they just feel the best. I know there's like a use case for flying a smaller one. I have a 3-inch Cinet Whoop that I don't really use because I haven't really got it, flying that well yet. But it's just, I don't know. I like the 5-inches. I think they just are the best for what I like to do.
I don't know. I mainly fly the 5-inch, but I do like having a 3-inch. Like sometimes, like if I can't find anywhere to fly my 5-inch, and like I don't know, there's like an empty park or something like that. Like a 3-inch is like really fun there. Like I have a pretty cool park to fly at. Like it's not really good for 5-inch because it's like right by the road, but it's like really fun to fly 3-inch. There's like dive gaps and picnic tables and like there's all kinds of it's really fun to fly. But I don't know, that's like the only time I get excited about flying my 3-inch really is when I go there.
Yeah, I have a couple 3-inch frames that I'm not doing anything with, and I was looking at it earlier, and I was thinking about building it up. So I guess that's a good idea. I could just fly to at my house. When I first started flying, I flew a tiny whoop like around the neighborhood, and I almost crashed it once and like lost it. And I had to go find it. It was funny. So I was like flying a tiny whoop like above houses and stuff. So funny. But it was a 2S. It was a 2S tiny whoop, so it like had some juice.
Yeah, when I first started, I flew tiny whoop a lot outside of my house, and then I got like a little toothpick, a 2-inch toothpick, and it was pretty fun to fly out there. And then I actually bought then I switched to DJI, and that's why I got that 3-inch was to fly at my house. But then when I got it and flew it, it was like too big and too fast. Really, I mean I could fly it here, but I mean there would be a chance that it could like break something. I don't think it'd break a window, but it could break something at somebody's house. So I never flew it here.
2-inch?
No, it was when I got my 3-inch. My 2-inch, my 2-inch only weighed like 57 grams or something. It was like super light.
The funnest thing to do is I had a 3-inch that I put like way too powerful motors on, and it was like 6S, and it would just, the arms would just break because I think there was too much power in the motors. So like every time it would crash, I would just break an arm. I don't know. I don't know much about like that. I think I just don't know what good motors are for like a micro and stuff. So I guess I could ask. I know Spider Sugar had like a build he sent me that for AOS 3.5 that I was thinking about doing. 'Cause that sounded really fun. Those AOSs are nice. I have friends that fly those freestyle.
I was using
which I think is.
Go ahead, man. I
What
keep
frame do
cutting
use?
you
What
off.
frame do you use?
I keep cutting you
No,
off.
what frame do you use?
I have a Ken FPV 3-inch frame, but I was running the RC and Power motors on my 3-inch, and they were pretty good, but they're freaking like expensive. They're like almost, I think, like $18 or something, but they were pretty good.
So what frame do you use for your 5-inch? What frames do you use for your 5-inch?
Oh, okay. I have a Ken FPV Atlas, and what is it? The Flyfish VX5 or whatever. That new frame company.
Have you seen that Flyfish, the new one, the Voldor or whatever I don't know how it's pronounced. I almost got one of those.
Yeah, that's what I have. It's called the
Yeah.
Volador VX5 is what it's called.
Yeah. You like that frame?
It was really crappy building it, man. It was just like, it was weird. Austin built one too and said the same thing. I don't know, man. It flies pretty good. I like it, but like, you know, like the tips that protect the motors,
Yeah.
like the carbon fiber on like 2 of my arms, I already like it's pretty much gone. Like there's no protection left. I mean, I like it, but I don't think I can see me either. I'm going to have to be fixing some arms soon, or I'm going to get something else, just because like I haven't crashed it a lot. Like I built it last right before the new year, like in December, and I definitely haven't wrecked it enough for there not to be any motor protection. You know what I mean? Like, definitely not.
So do you when the Demibot comes back in stock, I would recommend looking at that, because that frame lasted me since like November, and someone's sending me an arm now, so I'll have it again. I'll have it back up again, but that frame it's good. It's like a good frame, but I notice it flies a little different. Cause I got an Apex to see what that is like, and the Apex just like feels feels smoother. Like, I don't know how to explain it, because I haven't been flying long enough. I feel like I don't really understand, like, but there is definitely a difference that I could tell with the Apex and the Demibot. And I think what it is that like the Demibot's kind of like flying like a brick in the air. You know, it'll move around and stuff, and it's not gonna break. But an Apex is more like kind of like it's more, it just feels like you're like, it's more tuned in. But I did like one wreck and it delaminated the base plate. So it's just one of those things where it's like a trade-off.
I had
like everything in FPV is a trade-off.
I had Bot's other frame, the BQE one. I still have one, a frame, and I was thinking about building that to be my third one. But like
I had that frame too, and I broke it.
I snapped. Well, I bought one and used it for a while, and it was fine. I didn't break anything, and then I snapped it in half. And my buddy had one, and he didn't want it anymore. So like I bought his extra one off of him, which was brand new, and then I crashed it, and it like ripped the bottom plate. But then I had another bottom plate, so now I don't know if I want to build it or not, or just let it sit there.
I would. You can't. They're gone. You can't get them anymore.
I know, that's what sucks, man. I hate like when you can't get parts to fix it too. Then if you break it, then you're done.
Well, I'm considering borrowing the design for that and doing some individual parts, like getting them cut from like a CNC shop or something.
Yeah.
I could CAD them I could scan it in and try to like. I mean, if they're not gonna make the parts anymore, and they're not gonna like say like, are they in business or whatever, I'm gonna like, I want to replace the parts for the frame that I bought. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, nothing would probably happen unless I don't think they would take you to court if they found out because they're going out of business, or they are out of
I don't think that
business.
it would matter as long as I don't sell it.
Yeah, open up a shop's BQE 2.0.
Well, mainly I just want a plate. I just want to fix the plate on the bottom faceplate that I broke. And what I would do is I'd probably just modify it and make it a split deck. I just use the arms, like kind of like a thinner demi-bot. Because demi-bot's like a wider frame. But I'm finding, I think that I like the frames that are thinner. Like the Source 1 has like a thinner like top plate, or like a thinner like, I don't know what it's called, like with a, what is it, a fuselage? Is that what you call it on a drone? I don't know, that's what's on a plane, but like the body here is like thinner. But the demi-bot's got like a wider like.
A wider base.
So. Yeah, exactly. And so like, I find that I think these thinner drones are like fly better for me. I don't know.
What's up,
Maybe I
Prop?
don't know what I'm talking about, probably.
What's up, Props Off? We had technical difficulties, Props Off, at the beginning. You didn't miss anything. I thought about getting the demi-bot, and then at the time I had already had another frame, and I was like, so I did have 3 frames, and then I ended up breaking the BQE frame, snapped it in half, and then I was like, man, I should have got the demi-bot. But then by that time I bought that fly fish, and I don't know, that fly fish is all right. Like I like it. It is a little bit heavier, but I don't know, it sucks building it. It kind of sucks fixing it.
Yeah, you can't get a single bot grinder frame right now.
Wonder when they'll be in stock.
I don't know. Like I have no idea. They've been out of stock for a while.
Yeah, you think they'd
Probably,
be?
like everything's hard to get. And like carbon fiber stuff, they're not getting that cut in China, are they?
I
I don't
would.
know enough about that. Like, it could be. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think they'd be getting a cut from there, but they might be buying the actual carbon fiber. I don't know. I don't know where carbon fiber comes from, really.
I don't know enough about that process to know where that would come from. I don't know.
Wallbanger just
email Umagod and be like,
Wallbanger says it's in stock.
whoa, what the fuck?
Are you going to buy one?
I'm gonna buy. Yeah.
Yeah, slop
it's
tip
in
definitely.
stock.
Do what?
That's just today. That's today. Are there arms in stock? I'm gonna buy like 4 of these guys.
4 arms?
Oh shit, they have everything. Holy shit, that's so funny. I was just talking about like.
Are you buying 4 demi-bots or 4 arms?
Oh no, I'm just gonna buy 2 arms and another demi-bot.
That's cool. Good thing you came on tonight. You found, well, you probably would have looked
Yeah.
anyway. Hey, everybody, if you're here to watch videos, I don't think I'm going to play any because we're finally going smooth and I don't feel like messing everything up again. I've never played videos on with Zoom too. I don't know. I'm sure it could happen.
What? Wait. Props off. What Coliseum? MFR's Coliseum. We all fly DJI. I'm not gonna talk to cops and give them. I don't like cops. Plus, we fly DJI. It's really hard to like get DJI to like give someone DJI goggles, especially with our different like protocols we have. No one's can do audience mode.
The only I've only
Guess what Coliseum?
it probably means that stadium.
Oh, the Cooper Stadium. Yeah, that place. That's like my favorite place. One of my favorite places to fly. But actually, my new favorite place to fly is down by the river. There's a train bridge with like a lot, lattice train bridge or whatever, and it's pretty fucking sick.
I want to come to that stadium, man. That it's like I think an hour and 45 minutes away from me. I think something like that.
Anytime you want to come down, let me know. Anytime you want to come up, let me know, and I can basically do whenever. So like if you're like, oh, I want to go fly Columbus, whatever, just hit me up, because that place is like always, you can always fly there.
So
it's not like there's any time when you can't fly there, really.
So like in 2 weeks, if it's like 60 degrees or something, and it's a Tuesday afternoon, I can come up there. We can go fly there.
Yeah, you just hit me up, yeah, because like I don't have like a job. I like work freelance, and I mostly just like whatever. If I want to fly, I'll just go fly.
Well, I kind of have a mini vacation. Not next week, but the week after. I'll be off like 6 days, and like my wife and kids will be in school and work, so I'll be at home like I don't know how many days, but I'll be able to fly, and I wouldn't mind coming up there and flying somewhere fun and hanging out and not having to rush.
So what we could do is we could like we'll like hit that spot, and if it's like a weekday, I got some spots during the week we could fly that are, like there's no office parks obviously, but that we could do, but I do have those too.
like everywhere I have to fly during the week here is like a business, and like I can't really even get in. Like 6 o'clock would be like the earliest. So since it's been like dark at 6 or 6:30, it sucks. So this time change will help me find spots to fly. Well, I mean I know where I fly around here. I'm sick of them, but I mean I could still do it.
Yeah, I basically just kept looking. We just kept looking. We just keep finding stuff. What part of, like, not like you don't have to say specific, but you said you're like off of 75, like between Dayton and Cincinnati, right?
Yeah. It's like dead center of 75.
So like probably south of like Germantown-ish.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm from Dayton. So.
Yeah, I grew up. I grew up like right. I actually lived in Germantown, but like I lived on the border. Like I was like the first house going into what was it? Montgomery Township, I think is what it was, or whatever.
That's like close to Springboro.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I knew people like basically in the Dayton like just south of Dayton area. I knew kids, basically in every part of the city. So, I am very familiar with that area.
Yeah, I forgot you were in Dayton at first.
Yeah, my next video that I'm working on right now, we were in Dayton. I went to Dayton like a week ago. 2 weeks ago, we went to Dayton.
Yeah,
around.
MFR told me. You guys went to.
It was fun.
You went to that one office park that's like, where it's got like that kind of like a. I don't know, like where
Beaver Creek.
Yeah, it's like a bridge like thing you could find or whatever, like where a truck would go down under.
Yeah, there was like trees above it though, so that's where I broke my apex.
Yeah, then that part off to the right side, it's like unrecoverable. I mean, it'd be hard to recover it on that, like where there's just that hole in the ground where the AC units are at, I think is what's down there.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That's funny.
MFR might have forgot. Look back and when you're by that overpass thing or whatever you want to call it, like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Look like if you're facing that building, look to the right, like in your video, dude. There's like a bit. I mean, it was probably. I don't even know. It was a deep hole. There was no way to get up or down it. Like it was a brick wall.
Damn. Yeah, that's Research Boulevard, like in Beaver Creek area, Beaver Creek Kettering, which is like there's all kinds of office parks over there. I didn't even look at all of them because I haven't been there, but we used to skateboard over there when I was a kid. Like there was a huge stair set that we used to. It was like a 12 set. I remember it was like the first 12 set I ever ollied. And I think it's cool that I get to go back and basically do drone skateboarding.
Yeah, that's cool, especially back to your same spot. It probably gives you some ideas.
I'm looking for I know Dayton has a lot of spots. It's just hard to find, like abandoned buildings and stuff. But it looks like a lot of the stuff there was one spot that I found that looked like some people had turned into a chop shop. And it looked really sick, but dudes were there working, so I couldn't go there. And then we found some other buildings downtown, but honestly, if you go to Dayton, you could, like on a good day, like a slow day, like a Sunday or something, you probably just fly downtown and no one would care. That's basically what we did. It was like a Saturday. We just flew near some buildings and it didn't matter.
I don't know.
There's abandoned buildings.
I don't know anybody that flies like FPV that like lives in Dayton. I mean, I know there has to be somebody, but I bet they'd know some good spots.
I don't know any Dayton people either. And I mean, I think you're the closest person that I know to Dayton. But I don't know anybody else from Dayton.
Yeah, I'd like to meet somebody that's been flying for like 2 or 3 years and is like really into freestyle and lives in Dayton, because they'd have some killer spots.
Yeah, I don't know if there was, and they were really into it, they'd be posting it probably somewhere.
But I don't even know if there's I don't know if there's a Dayton Facebook FPV group or not. I'm gonna look.
The Ohio one. There's an Ohio one, but yeah.
What? Wallbanger, yeah, my light messes up when I move my hat. He's saying my house is haunted. We had technical difficulties, Wallbanger, and my other mic wasn't working, and my camera was messing up, so I had to switch. So now this camera sucks, but at least it's working. We should make a post in the Ohio FPV thing. Like, I've heard people say they were from Dayton, and but then they'd be like 5 minutes from me or something. You know what I mean? Like, I want somebody that lives like in downtown Dayton.
Yeah, like even like outside the suburbs and stuff, like Kettering or Beaver Creek or Centerville or whatever. Anyone who lives in those areas would still like probably be flying if they flew. But like also there are some people that fly FPV that don't really partake in the act of bando bashing, if you will.
Yeah, I need to just go there. I need to go there one day and just drive around and like see if we can see spots. But I never have.
Yeah, if you go and you find something. I mean, my parents still live down there, so I'm like, at some point gonna go back. So.
What's up, Donnie?
I'm just gonna buy arms. I don't need another frame.
You're still looking at frames?
Yeah, I was like this. Yeah, I looked at this. I was like, I'm just gonna buy the arms because I have a full frame, and I don't need two. I have so many frames now. Like, I bought 2 Source One frames because they're $30 a piece, and I wanted to try it.
I know somebody that wants to
And it
use
looked
one.
like they want to what?
I know somebody that wants a used Source One frame.
A used frame.
Yeah,
A new Source One is like the price of a used frame.
I know. Adam, I'm going. Adam, I'm going through the chat. I don't know if you're still on here, but I'm in Middletown, in between Dayton and Cincinnati.
Oh, Middletown has that sick skate park.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm going through the chat.
Oh, Middletown literally is the middle of Dayton, Cincinnati.
Yeah,
That's why it's called Middletown.
I got.
Yeah, we used to go there and go to the skate park.
There's a couple spots to fly like close to that skate park. Like right kind of close to theirs where I like got decent flying. There's like it used to be part of the steel mill. It was like their offices, but they tore it down and it was like a park, but it wasn't a park. It was just like empty grass. Like, but they still cut it and there was trees. And I flew there like my first probably year. Like I would go there all the time because it was like there was trees to fly around. But then there's a couple good spots like really close to that skate park. That's like where I fly out a lot.
I know that also Springfield. It's a little bit further. It's on, Springfield is between Dayton and Columbus.
Yeah.
It's pretty much also like a place that might have like some bandos.
Yeah,
It's been a long time since I've been there. But
yeah, it's about. I think it's like an hour from my house. About. I think. I'm going back and look at the chat.
yeah.
I don't think I missed anything. I've only been to Springfield once, I can think, that I remember, and like it did kind of seem like a good bando place, though, but that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it's definitely like it's a big graffiti scene too, which basically means that like there's stuff. Now Dayton used to have their other more, from what I remember, more abandoned places when I used to live there years ago, but I don't know if that's still the case. With Dayton, it's like some stuff's occupied or it's in weird places. So like Springfield may be the same.
Like, I've never like just driven around Dayton to like look for somewhere to fly. Like, but every time if I go there, and wherever I'm going, I'll look around. But I've never seen anywhere. But like I said, I've never explored, trying to find somewhere good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to try to find something there. It's a good. I think it's good. It's just when it gets warm. It's just been the shitty thing is like I started really getting into flying when it was cold.
Yeah, I did too. That's when I started.
So like it just kind of sucks that it's hard to like get motivated to look for stuff. But it's getting warmer. It's still kind of cold, but it's like we're starting to see temperature getting warmer. So I'm gonna take advantage of that and really find some stuff.
I'm not good at.
So you're not good with what?
I said we've cut each other off like 15 times. I'm not good at finding spots, man. Like I'm not motivated. Like I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go find somewhere new to fly, and then like I don't want to drive 10 minutes from my house, and I'm like complaining like I just want to fly. So then I'll go to my normal spots, and then I'm like I'm sick of my spots.
Yeah, it's a chore. Especially when you don't know where the spots are, and you gotta look, and it's like, oh, well, this spot looks okay on Google Maps. You go look at it, and then it's like there's people there, or it's not what you thought it was. So it's just kind of it's sometimes it's easier just to go to the places you know you can fly.
I'll totally abandon like one of my spots and like not fly it for a month, and then like I'll go back and I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember why I like this place, and like it doesn't suck, but it's still not like exciting like going to somewhere new and cool, but I'll still like have fun with it. Yeah, well, banger Google.
I have a rotation now of like several different places.
Like one of my spots is a college, and there's always people there, except for like on Sundays a good day to go, and sometimes on Saturdays, but usually Saturday, like Monday through Saturday, there's people there. And then another place I fly is a school, so it's like on the weekend it could be empty, but it could have people freaking skating around or playing baseball or something there. So I just fly where I can usually. They're all public places.
Yeah, another thing too is in Columbus, anytime something is abandoned, it basically gets torn down pretty quickly and like turned into like apartments.
Yeah, that Columbus is like one of the fastest growing cities, isn't it? It's like crazy.
Yeah, it has been since I moved here.
I have this one place. It's kind of a bando. Like part of it's a bando, and then the other part, like it's another building, and they use it. And these like semi trucks come in there and get loaded. And I would fly there sometimes, but like if you crash, like you have to like crawl under the fence to get in there to get your stuff. And like the only time I would go in is if I couldn't get out. And one time a cop came, but I wasn't under the fence, but a cop came, and I was just sitting like in the gravel driveway, and he told me I couldn't fly, I couldn't be there. And now I'm like scared to go back because he's already told me, like I'm scared to be the same cop and give me a ticket for trespassing or something.
There's this place that some of the guys that I fly with went to. It was like a quarry with like a bunch of structures and stuff like kind of like ruts is what they call it. And I didn't want to go because they had a bunch of guys go in cars. I'm echoing really bad on your end.
Oh, it's because of my phone, probably.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to focus.
Is that better now?
Yeah. Sorry, it was just hard for me to like think. Oh, anyway, it's like a kind of like a quarry, and there was all these like industrial like stuff. It's like basically it's like a really cool spot, but to get in there is a little sketchy because it's like a work site, and you're not really probably supposed to go in there. And the way and so like I was like I don't really want to go in there and have like everyone's cars in there in case something has to happen, and like we gotta go. So I like didn't go, but I want to try to go. It's just kind of a sketchy situation. So
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes with FPV you gotta like do a little light trespassing. You want to have fun.
That's how that spot is where I'm at, man. And it's like I was always nervous before, especially about being underneath the fence. You could tell there's been homeless people back there because there's like clothes and stuff. And I was always scared of getting caught being under the fence, but I never did. But the time I got caught, like I wasn't even like there's not even a no trespassing sign where I was at. But now I'm nervous to push my luck. I actually thought about going back there tomorrow during the daytime And then, but I don't know, because I need to make a video for Friday for Bots Battles. I haven't even made one, and I won last week, so I'm freaking still in.
Oh yeah, I was thinking about doing that at some point. I just didn't know like what the. It's a lot for me to try to like coordinate all that.
I wouldn't, dude. I've done it like 3 times, and every time I've done it, it's like all my stuff ends up getting broken, or it rains, and then like I don't like to go fly when I feel like I have to. Like you know what I mean? Like tomorrow, no matter what, I have to go fly just because it's gonna rain. It's gonna rain Friday and be freaking cold. So tomorrow there's no choice. I have to fly. So. Because I don't want to be the guy in bot.
I'm also going to have to fly tomorrow.
Do what? Sorry.
I'm going to have to fly tomorrow too, just because I didn't fly today.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I want to fly. That's not what I'm saying, but like I'll feel the pressure too of like, okay, this is it. You have an hour to make a battle video. You know what I mean? That's what I don't like the feeling of.
Oh yeah.
Like if I had an hour just to go fly, I'd be fine.
You have night flying?
There's a couple spots, man, but the best spot I've tried flying at night, and it made me really nervous. I flew my 3-inch there at night and was like totally comfortable. But I fly there in the daytime with my 5-inch is fine, but at night I don't know. I didn't like it. Like I could see.
Oh yeah. Do you fly DJI?
Yeah.
Do you have the O2 the V2 system?
Yeah.
Like this stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, I mainly fly I have one air unit, but mainly it's all Vistas and the goggles, the V2 goggles.
I just bought some O3 air units. One for the 7-inch, and then one for like my main rig. And the image quality is so incredible. It's insane how good it is.
Yeah, that's what I've heard, man.
I'm surprised. I just don't know, like. And I got the other one because I don't want to put a GoPro on my long range, and like lose that. And a Vista. I'd rather just like lose if I lose anything. I'm not gonna lose another drone.
I don't know if I'll get it. I'm sure eventually I'll get an O3 air unit, but man, the Vistas have been like bulletproof too, though.
Yes.
My buddy crashed in a tree, and his drone was in the tree for like over a week, and it rained and like bad weather, and just sat up there, and he like got it, and it freaking plugged right in and worked. And I've like crashed in a puddle before, and like nothing, just be fine.
Yeah, the Vistas are indestructible. That is the one thing that I will credit them for. The air units are also the O3 air units are also pretty solid too.
Well, the only thing that sucks about you can't fix right now. You can't get a lens, can you? If you mess it up.
No, you gotta buy a camera, but I got it protected, so I'm not all like. I'm not that worried about it.
How much are the cameras?
$100.
That would suck. That would suck.
You don't want to break it. Yeah. Yeah, but I have it like the camera encased in TPU, so I'm not too worried. So yeah, I'm not too worried about it.
What's up, MFR? Yeah, it would still suck though if you messed it up. $100.
Yeah, I know. But I crashed I've crashed a couple times and I didn't have any. I feel like I'm pretty confident now with the safety of it.
It's probably perfect on the long range, though, isn't it?
Yeah, because you get like the range on it is insane. Apparently, I haven't tried it yet because so I went to fly the 7-inch again. I just keep having issues with long range stuff, like building long range, losing parts. I went to fly the 7-inch and I was trying to tune it, and I got a flyaway, and I had to disarm, and it just like disarmed from like 100 feet in the air, and just I lost a. Oh yeah, that's it. The camera didn't break, so that was good. But I lost a GPS unit, and then my receiver broke. The antenna UFL broke off, so I had to order another one. So I haven't really tested it yet.
I wanted to build a 7-inch long range, but I never did, and I ended up just buying one of those 4-inch ones that are already what are they called? Like I can't think of the name of them now. It's a 4-inch. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm trying to look at it up there, but I can't see it. But I got that a couple years ago. It was fun to fly, but I never got into long range. It seems like it would be fun, but
yeah, I really want to do some more long range stuff. I want to do. I just want to cruise it because I'm going to Denver next month, and I want to dive mountains with it. So.
Yeah, you'll know people out there. They'll show you. Like when I went to Colorado like last summer, and I wanted to fly the mountains, and I couldn't find anywhere good till I get close enough to fly them.
Yeah, well, Spider Sugar lives out there, and he's gonna help us out apparently.
MFR, yeah, 4-inch long range still a thing because I still have one.
Yeah, four inches, I think.
My 4-inch long range, I posted a video, and I had to crash land it, and I like posted it in some like the Ohio drone group or whatever, and somebody reported me to the FAA. And like they commented on my video, and I had to talk to the FAA and stuff.
What did they report? What did they report you for?
For flying past visual line of sight.
Yeah. See, here's the thing with that. If they call you out for that, they have to prove that you were doing it. So don't admit anything.
Yeah, I already did. That was like last year.
Yeah.
Or no, it was right around Christmas, not last year. It was like, last year, the beginning of last year, like January of 2022 or something. So,
one of our friends in Columbus got snitched on by somebody to the FAA too for something similar. So,
like, I was blown away when they called me. Like, they called me and left a message, and like I thought somebody was messing with me. And like I looked it up, and then like I called him back, but it was legit FAA.
So what did they say to you?
Well, he asked me what date it was, which after all this, like I figured out I should like not answer these questions, but he asked me like what day it was, where I was at, which I kind of gave him a vague thing, and like I was on camera talking about it like when I was flying, so you could tell nobody was there. And
but still, like, they can't tell.
Yeah, I mean,
there's still like plausible deniability in which you could say like you just don't have to speak. I mean, it's you coulda, shoulda, right? I'm not saying like that, but like it is one of those things where it's just like you don't have to talk to the cops, and the FAA is the cop. That's kind of how I put it. So.
Well, yeah, like, dude, it took me by, like, I was so surprised, like, I wasn't prepared at all, you know what I mean? Like they called me, and then like I didn't answer, and then like I called the dude back, and I was like, hello, and he was like, yeah, this is so and so with the FAA, and I was just like it was shocked, dude. And then like I didn't, like I said, I was just on the spot, and I didn't even think about, like I thought about lying or not telling, just being like no, but I didn't, and I was like, and I should have. But nothing happened. They were cool. He was pretty cool, really. He was like, emailed me the thing, like he emailed me the rules and this and that, and like, I don't know. And then I just had
a warning.
Yeah, nothing happened. Like the dude was actually, I mean, for being in like an FAA, he wasn't a dick or nothing. You know what I mean? He was like respectful to me. Like thanked me, and like was cool. Like
like reporting somebody is such a bitch move. You know what I mean? Like snitching on somebody like for a drone. Like
yeah, like
I don't know. It's just.
I was out in the country when I was flying, and like the worst thing I did was like fly over a road, a country road. I wasn't even over top of a car. And then I panicked, dude, and because I didn't have my GPS, wasn't working, and because I thought I didn't need it, and I got kind of lost because I was so far away that where the river was at, because I was flying right by the river, and I like followed the river, but I got so far away and didn't pay attention, and the river was like real far away. So like when I started flying back, I was flying towards the river, but I was actually like flying away from me. So like I got nervous, dude, and I emergency. I planned it, but I emergency crash landed in a field because I didn't want to lose it, because I knew if I went down the road, I'd be able to find it. You know what I mean?
That's a good idea. I always have a visual observer. No matter how far I fly, there's always a visual observer with me. That's my statement.
Yeah, well, see, like, dude, I didn't have, like, I thought about lying, and then I got nervous, but I didn't have, like I said, dude, it was spur of the moment. He called me, I didn't answer, I called him back.
Yeah.
Because I didn't really think it was him, I thought somebody was messing with me. So, like, I was going to, like, just end it, you know what I mean, like, right then, and just get to the bottom of it, but it was legit, dude.
I wonder what happens if you don't call them back, or you don't, like, what are they going to do?
I think he said
they send a cop to your house?
No, I think they would send a letter, I think is what he told me.
And then you just read the letter and say, cool. I guess I just don't understand, like, what the process is to get, because I know ultimately that Philly Drone Life guy, he ended up never really paying any of the fines that he got proposed.
Yeah,
like stuff.
Yeah,
that dude was being like very egregious with his like DJI drones, like just like didn't care.
He was funny. It was funny to watch though, but I was like, dude, this dude's gonna get smoked.
He still does that stuff. He's still doing that stuff. You ever see him? Like he did a live stream last night that I watched that was like really entertaining. Him and X-Jet.
Dude, that would have been awesome. I've watched his live.
If you get a chance.
I've watched his live streams, man.
Dude, Philly Drone Life is a animated character for sure. That dude is.
Do you like him or Mikey better?
Wait, I don't really watch a lot of his videos, but when I have seen his stuff, I've just been like, dude, this dude is.
His spotter's
eccentric for sure.
His spotter's name is Mikey.
Oh, his spotter, yeah. Oh yeah, his spotter. That's right. Yeah, he's got a spotter.
He's like, yeah, Mikey's gonna take over now. Or no, he's Mikey's spotter, I think is what it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, see what he does. Yeah, that's funny. That's really funny.
Yeah, I've commented on his videos like, dude, I've never thought I would like a DJI GPS camera drone channel ever before, but this is great.
He's entertaining for sure. I need to watch more of it because I remember watching it and I was like, dude, this is so funny. Just like he just ranting and flying through like where he's not supposed to be flying, most certainly, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, he cracks me up, dude. Hey, I'll be right back. Keep him entertained for like a minute.
Okay, I'll answer chat. Entertainment. So, this is I'm Joshua Bardwell, and this is how you build a drone. You put everything in the frame here, like this, and then you solder it together. You don't need an XT. See what like big FPV wants to tell you is you need an XT60 connector on your drone. You don't. You can actually just solder this right to the battery when you're ready to fly. So so you never lose a battery. You just solder this directly to the battery every time you fly, and then you unsolder it when you're done flying, and you don't got to worry about losing your batteries. So remember that. No need for plugs anymore. And this is new FPV regulations and rules. Yeah, I mean, DJI Vistas. There's a Vista in here. There's a TBS Source 1, which apparently the arms are 6 millimeters thick, which should hopefully be good for me. I just ordered new Demibot arms. Hope you're entertained. What part of Columbus? I am in the northern part of Columbus. I'm not from Columbus. No one's from Columbus. Not anymore. Columbus is definitely a huge transport city. What is it? A transporter? I don't know. It is where people move to. I guess it's cool.
All right, I'm back.
It's so funny. Someone sent me a Demibot arm because I broke one. They're like, "Oh, I'll send you one. I have an extra one," and they come back in stock. So I might just send it back to him.
Did I miss it?
Reynoldsburg.
Did I miss anything?
Reynoldsburg has this abandoned Target shopping complex that I fly at all the time. It's pretty cool. There's a couple cool gaps and stuff. No, but I was telling people that you don't need a XT60 connector. You can just solder the wires directly to your battery every time you fly.
You could, yeah. At least you don't have to worry about it coming on.
They just unsolder it every time, and you don't lose a battery. Oh, man.
Solder it, then zip tie it down, and put a strap on it.
Yeah. And then unsolder it. Yep. No, I put new cable on this because I put a new capacitor on it, and then I put the XT60 on it. Which I hate doing. That's my least favorite thing.
You hate putting what on a cap?
No, XT60.
Oh, okay.
I always fuck that up. So yeah. But yeah. What is it? It's 10 o'clock. Is there anything else that you want with me to talk about or stream or anything? So I'm gonna try to probably get off here soon.
No, man, I'm good. I'm not gonna play any videos, guys. If you came here to watch videos, sorry, since everything messed up. I might try to stream. What day is it? I don't know. I might try to stream and play everybody's videos before the weekend, but I don't know. Has anybody got a question for Grim Ripper?
No. I'm gonna try to start. I might start streaming eventually. I don't know. I just really don't. I just don't want to do it. It's just like a commitment. I don't know what I would do.
I like doing it, man.
I'll wait till I have more subscribers. It's fun. I'll wait till I have more subs and then I'll probably do it.
Yeah, I like doing it. Like sometimes I don't feel like it until I get doing it, then I like it. I don't know what to talk.
It's definitely interesting. It's definitely good.
I don't know what went wrong today. I don't know if it was my computer or Zoom, but then my microphone not working. That was weird. I don't know, because it was weird because I could hear you and you could hear me, but then I couldn't get it to come on the stream. But, alright, man, we can end it if you want. Whenever you want, just let me know.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to get off and finish this drone up and put the connector on here and see if it actually turns on, which I think it will, so.
Alright, guys.
Alright, man. Well,
thanks for coming on, Grim Ripper.
yep, for sure.
Alright, man, I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Later, man. Alright, can you guys still hear me? I might play a video. I might play some videos if you guys want. I don't know how many we got on here. I don't know how many videos people put in. Let me see. Alright guys, I looked. We have like 12 videos. I don't think I want to start playing videos right now since we've already been going for almost 2 hours. And I had problems. I don't know. I'll try to stream one day in the next few days to play all the videos, but me and Austin won't be streaming this Friday. We'll stream next Friday. So if I don't stream before then, it'll be next Friday. But alright, you guys have a good one.